Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So here's my bullet journal setup for 2023. It's been like a bit of a hectic few months, so I've only just had the chance to get this up for you guys now. So for this year's journal, I've honestly been so inspired by like minimalism and like moons, stars and stuff. So I wanted my spreads to be very productive but still have like a little bit of a flair to them. I have loved using it so far, and it's probably my favorite bullet journal setup that I've made. So I started out by doing some watercolor paintings on watercolor paper. I did full moons and crescent moons. I kept this really simple and they were so fun to paint, and I just outlined and cut everything out ready for the spreads. So I'm using an Archer and Olive A5 notebook, and I realised halfway through doing this video that I stuck with like the same vibe for the journal setup that was on the cover of the journal, and my shirt also happened to like have constellations on there. It wasn't planned, by the way, but moving on. So I wrote my name and made a space to document when I started and finished this journal, which should roughly take me about 6 months. On the adjacent page, I added a simple key and one of the watercolor paintings and this rustic washi tape that has been of a reoccurring use in my journals lately. I really love it, and it's like this one I'll definitely be stocking up on, and it's from Stationery Pal. And speaking of, I'll make sure to link everything below in case you all want to check out the stuff that I've used. So for my cover page, I wrote 2023, of course, in like a very simple font. I didn't colour it in, I didn't add anything else. And then I added 3 of my paintings, and I also cut out like a Dutch drawer where the last painting should have been, and I stuck the 3rd painting on the next page. I think this turned out really nice, and lastly I added some like mini moons to the corners. So next I did a quote page with the words, "The brightest nights produce the brightest stars." So when you kind of feel like things are not going right and you're feeling low, this is when you should believe in yourself more than ever and not doubt yourself. But yeah, something along those lines, that's my interpretation. But I thought it was very fitting for the star and moon vibe, and I also used my Arteza fine liners for the mini stars. Recently I've been like getting so many Arteza products, I hope that's how you say it. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to like using some of this stuff this year because I just didn't have any time like leading up to the end of the year. The next page was for my word of the year, which I have not yet thought of, so I'm kind of just allowing myself to let it come to me naturally, and I used my letter stamps and it came out very cute. Easily like my 2 favourite spreads in this setup. So these spreads are my future log. So here is when I decided I wanted to use a ruler for the spreads. So I've never used a ruler for any of my spreads until now, but honestly I'm so glad that I did because it helped with like the simple look and made it very clean. And I messed up on the placement of the boxes on the 2nd page, but it really didn't bother me in the end. And again, I used this brown washi tape to add the months. And thankfully like the washi tape helped to cover the placement mistake as well, so that was good. So for my goals page, I added 3 more of my paintings on the side, and the idea of this is that I would have 3 main goals that I'd like to achieve this year, and then I'll break them down into like many smaller goals that will help make the main goal more attainable. because I don't know about you guys, but I've found that like with myself, I need to like break things down, otherwise it just gets way too overwhelming and then I get anxious and then I don't complete what I'm supposed to be completing. So I think this will like really help. So the next spreads are an expense tracker. I got the inspiration from Papery Thoughts here on YouTube. So this is for me to kind of track my income and expenditure for each month, and then my monthly plans, I'll have like a much more detailed version of this, and some of the other spreads as well, like the goals ones. But I made a mistake here, so I covered it with the brown washi tape again. And when I say mistake, like it wasn't a mistake, that's like the wrong word to use, but it was more of like I didn't like how I did it, so I just used the brown washi tape over that, and then yeah, it just looked way better. This is my content planner for YouTube and like social media and that. I'm aiming to be a lot better at posting this year, and just having a detailed planner will help me to do this, be a bit more organized and put my ideas in like one specific place. But I also added another Dutch door on this page, and I added some of the paintings too. The next page is simply a space for me to just draw and plan out all of my ideas for each monthly theme. I thought this would be a nice like way to just have them all together at the end of the year. I think it would be really cool to see them. And lastly, I did my health tracker, and when I did last tracker, for the health tracker I've added a key for a bunch of different things, like my period for example, or when I was really unwell. I really like this idea because I think it keeps everything regarding health in one place, so I can easily like just see everything that happened, and I think I will definitely get a lot of use out of this. So here is the final flip through for my bullet journal setup for 2023. Well, this is the first half anyway, but I can definitely see myself carrying over like some of these spreads to my mid-year journal, so we'll definitely see how all of that goes. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and took some inspiration from it. Please be sure to subscribe, and don't forget to also like the video, as it really helps out the channel, and I shall see you guys in my next one.